Big boss, what am I gonna call him now? Shadowface, yeah? Shadowface turns up and says, yo, it's peak for you. Shadow Gang rolls up, punch off your face, turn man to toast, HellBound. Simple. Alright, boom. Man's doing HellBound today. Different thing, episode 1. Let's go. Boom. Normal day on Korea block. Man's chilling. Don't know, everyone's in the cafe and that. But you got some young people watching one video about like one brother getting killed basically. But it's the HellBound thing. Man saying, yo, there's one group called The New Truth and that. And they're showing man this thing. He's explaining that when the monsters roll up, you're bound for hell, you get me? You see one brother in the corner now. He's sitting on his ones. He's all shaky and sweaty and that. You can tell he's like, everyone else is all calm. Like they're just getting their coffee and that, them things there. He's looking at the clock and it says 1:19. You can tell he's waiting. He's trying to see, he's waiting to see what happens when it turns 1:20. You get me? It's 1:19. The man's shaking. Boom. 1:20 hits now. My man's like, bro, nothing ain't happened. I'm good, rude boy. Bow! You can see these three shadow man just kick through the wall, start dashing my man around and that, kicking off man's head and boxing man about and them things there. It's mad. Somehow Donnie gets away. He's cutting through the streets, moving mad. Like, I don't know how he's even still breathing after that. But anyway, man's running down the streets. You see the shadow man just come out onto the road, start running man down on a mad thing, like boom, catch up to him. He tries to hide under one car. Yo, man starts boxing off the car, starts squeezing off man's head back and that. It's crazy, like man starts dragging his face on the bus and that. Game over, bro. Then man hold him up like one pinata. Smack him man up and that. Treat him man like one punch bag and that. Boom, peak. Start frying him. It's mad, like they do some kind of zapping thing. Boom, left man on the floor like burnt toast. It's crazy, just nothing but ashes and bone and that, like it's crazy. Boom, everyone in the streets running and screaming and filming it and that. With a Fed man now, Kyung Hoon, obviously he's a Fed, he works at the police station, he's rolled up there, they're having a meeting about the thing, he rolls up late, you can tell that he's just on his own thing, he's one of them rogue kind of cop guys. Long story short, they fill him in on the details, big man for the police, whatever they call it, the sergeant or the whatever, yeah. He's like, yo, what you saying, you need some time off work, I know you got some issues and that. He's like, nah, I'm good, you know what I'm saying, Fed man things what I do all day, so what else am I gonna do? Boom, him and his partner now, they fly over to the crime scene. All the Fed brothers that he meets up with, they're like, yo, Kyung Hoon, my brother, you get me, you good? And he's like, yeah, you don't know, my guys, you get me? But he's just on a calm thing, he's not really on a bossy, big chest cop thing, you get me? While they're checking out the scene, the leader of The New Truth, yeah, Jin Soo, he's giving a speech, and he's saying, this is the act of God, boy, like, them man there got told when it's gonna happen, this is an example of the thing. He shows one projector screen, and he's like, yo, look on this, and you see, like, basically the same kind of thing happened. Someone sent man a video of one Don that got a date and a time, and at a date at a time the three brothers rolled up and did him dirty, you know what I'm saying? Cool, everyone's there watching it. You see Kyung Hoon roll up on Jin Soo like, yo, I'm trying to chat to you still. He's like, alright, cool. The man is like, I'm going for this thing, bro, but like, you're moving like, say, you know what, I'm going for this, like, this is your thing, fam. He's like, nah, big man, what, fam, you're gonna move in like you're checking for clues like it's a murder investigation. It's no murder, bro. This is the act of God, fam. Them man are just kind of not believing it, but they don't have hard evidence to not believe it. So man's kind of thinking, right, this guy's a bit dodgy. While man's chatting to him, man notice in the background, man sees his own daughter just chilling. Boom. He's like, yo, Keejon, what you doing here? Trying to act like she weren't here, part of the New Truth thing, but it's a bit booky. Sends her on her way now. But then when she goes to cut, Kyung Hoon's like, right, you know my daughter, Rude, but what going for you? Are you mad? He's like, nah, man met her through charity work, Rude, but it's not even like that, fam. No booky thing. He's like, blood, I don't want to hear none of that, fam. You get me? Like, about charity work, you get me? Jin Soo's like, yo, I got a cut, I got an interview. Like, right, walk with me then, you get me? Like, you might want a question, come walk with me, Rude, man. He's like, alright, cool. They follow him to the interview and that, like, man jumps on the train. You can see bare people, like, saluting Donnie, like, they know him, like, they're saluting him, like, yo, leader, Jin Soo, yo, Jin Soo, blah, 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 bigging him up and that, just walking cash, just like, yo, it's normal, you get me? It's kind of booky, but they're questioning him and that, like, bro, how come you believe in this thing so much? And like, you got inside info. My man's talking about, bro, like, back in the day, I wasn't even really feeling myself too tough, like, I wasn't feeling life and that, you get me? I was trying to end it and that. So obviously, he said he weren't really trying to be a burden to no one, so he cut to Tibet now, and he was on one Tibetan plane, and when he was up there, you see the same monsters, like, you see the same monster brothers, like, just finished draining one man's soul, like, that sounds crazy, draining man's soul, what the hell? What the So like, yeah, when he was up there, he seen the same three monster brothers draining man's powers, you get me? So obviously, like, he's like, raw, I see that, and from then, I've been traveling the world, blah, blah, trying to find out what I'm going for this thing. Yeah, obviously, Jin Soo, he's kind of pissed, cause obviously his thing's New Truth. What he's saying that we're trying to do good and say that this HellBound thing is for bad people, like, that's why you're supposed to do good, and then this HellBound thing won't happen to you, you know what I'm saying? My man's like, nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? The Kyung Hoon, he ain't really feeling what he's saying, brother, this is brother's bookie. Yeah, just before they separate, Jin Soo switches it on Kyung Hoon, like, yo, my brother, so I heard from Keejon that your wife got murdered, dude, boy. What on for that? You saying about that? You got bare questions for me, fam? what going for your wife? My man's obviously like, oh shit, what do you know about that? It's like, yeah, Keejan told me, rude boy. I know about that. How you think the murderer feels? Do you think he feels any remorse?
Come on now, dawg.
Moving mad. You can't ask them, man. Bro, you're looking at box like that. Anyway, boom. My man cuts. Everyone goes their separate ways. Kyung-hun goes yard now and he's researching the brother, goes home, sees his daughter and he's like, raw, like, obviously we gotta talk. She's like, nah, I don't work for my man's gang. It's not like that. Man's just, I just passed through. I was kind of interested in it a little bit, trying to see what I'm going for that. This is where you start to find out more about Kyung-hun. So he's sitting down and he's researching into Jin-soo and all his motives and that. But then at the same time, he starts to have flashbacks. So my man saying, raw, like, what do you think? Do you think the murderer's got any remorse and all them things there? And that makes him have flashbacks. So you see him breaking down in the streets and that. Like he's trying to make his way to the crime scene where, and obviously the Fed people are holding him back, but that's his brethren that they know who it is, and they're like, right, you shouldn't even be here, brother. My man's like, nah, it's my wife and that, like, are you dumb? He's bugging out proper, like. And then it cuts to our next flashback where you see him see the murderer. I don't know if it's like doing like a press conference or some type of shit. It was after he got sentenced and it was a short sentence or some shit like that. But yeah, you see him there and he's looking like he's hitting the bottle, like, you know, the ones there, like, serious stress. Switch over to our next character now. Jungja. I think her name's Jungja. So Junja arrives home now, yeah. She's just been working in that, you get me? She cuts out, goes home. The kids surprise her with two cake, 2 candles, them things there. They're like, raw, boom, happy birthday and that. Like, Junja's doing her thing, like, all happy that her kids are surprised her. Boom, some big face just appears on the wall, like, yo, forget all that, lock off the party, rude boy. Forget the talking. This day, this time, you're over. At that date, that time, you're chilling. Wherever you're at, you could be on the toilet. Them 3 man's kicking off the door and dragging you off the toilet. That's how peak it is. Hey, what? This time, this date, you're dead. It's done. HellBound. You see what I'm saying? Boom. They're panicking and that. Cool. Cut over to the Arrowhead now. We got one mad scarlet looking Juju man, brother.
What is happening? Who is this?
It is mad. Like, yo, Donnie, I don't even know. Yeah, it's...
Huh?
Boom, he's talking about, yo, this is God's work. Boom, like, these 3 brothers that come and punch off man's face, they're sent by God, everybody. Don't question it. Just let man punch off your face. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. He's saying anyone that's against this thing, man, for move them up, car, they're not squad. Anyone that's not with our thing is ops. Boom, cool. So he will show us one video of some next brother. Like, this ain't even part of the HellBound thing. He's just got some young youth smacking up one brother with bats and that, like. Yeah, we're making him righteous. He ain't part, he didn't believe in our thing, now he believes in our thing. Anyone that don't believe in our thing, this is what we got for you, but shows it on the live stream. Boom, cool. So the kids get arrested, they get sent Fed station, plus the brother that got smacked up with the bats, he goes Fed station with his lawyer. The lawyer is obviously our main character. Hyejin. Huh? Hyejin. Am I not saying it? Okay, so Hyejin's doing her thing. She's one lawyer, and obviously she's rolled up with the victim, and she's repping for him. You get me? They're trying to pressure the kids, and the kids don't care. They're like, bro, whatever. You want to send man young jail or whatever? Do your thing. We don't care. We're repping Arrowhead gang. You don't know. Boom. They're like, raw. Like, you man don't know about this thing. Like, we know about this thing. Get me? Hyejin goes to her workplace now, thinking that it's all calm. Jun just there, everybody, looking nervous. You get me? She's like, yo, boom. Here, what? 5 days time, my thing's happening. My son told me about the new truth, so I head over there, and I was chatting to Jin-soo, and then where they're saying, raw, if you come to us and let us put your HellBound on live stream, then we'll give you bread, innit? She's saying, raw, that's what I need help in it. Like, I want you done to secure my thing. And that's when you see like Jin-soo. You see like a couple shots of Jin-soo looking like he's scheming on something, but you don't really know what it is. And that's it. End of the episode. It just stops there. You get me? Like, boom. We seen bare faces get punched off by the 3 brothers, Shadow Gang. You know what I'm saying? Them and they roll up. Yeah, that's the new. That's what I'm calling them from now. Still Shadow Gang. Yeah. So boom, Shadow Gang. Them man just roll up, punch off your face. No. I'm chatting shit. Big boss. What am I gonna call him now? Shadow Face. Yeah. Shadow Face turns up and says, "Yo, it's peak for you." Shadow Gang rolls up, punch off your face, turn man to toast. HellBound. Simple. HellBound, you get me? Alright, boom, like and subscribe. Comment down below if you think you can outrun Shadow Gang or if they'll catch you and punch off your face. Let me know down below. Done know. Let's see walk one. Make sure you watch the next one or I'll make Shadow Gang roll up on you.